All right, another installment of your two neighborhood assholes. You got Abram
Vito.
on the microphone, and I'm here to talk about shit you don't want to hear about.
This is episode 4.
It's almost like 4.5 because
4.5 because we fucked up yesterday.
yeah, we made an hour and 15 minutes straight, uploaded it to YouTube, had tons of feedback.
And it was fucking gold.
Yeah, Vito was real angry that day.
And I'm not even angry today because I left work early. Didn't have a hard day at all like yesterday.
Well, I'll see what I can do about that. I'll touch on some buttons, some sweet spots that get you. There was a story that we talked about that I'm going to ask you to go over again. It was a hilarious story. It wasn't hilarious. It was fucked up.
You want me to go do a once-over on it again or what?
Yeah, a little once-over. We were talking about how, if you ever had... We were talking about somebody that we know who had their car broken into recently. And,
oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and you brought up that time that you had...
My car got broken into.
By a dyke cunt.
By a lesbian. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get into that later. But, thanks for tuning in. We might actually have to change our names because I found out that there's some fuckhead crackers. No offense, crackers.
None taken.
But there's these other kids that call themselves the GoonCast. And they've got a shitload of episodes and they're a little funny, but they sound like nerds. They definitely, nothing goony about these guys, but we might have to change it to something else, but, for now we'll keep it like it is.
We have the squad on the end, so it is GoonCastSquad, so it's a little different, but...
Not really.
But really it's all in the quality of the content and what people want to listen to, I don't think that, really... They have like a patent on the name or copyright on it. We have the channel called GoonCastSquad, so they let us register it. I don't know.
That's true.
I have my homie working on a logo, and I like the name. So, and plus we got 5 people that listen to us. So
it's 7 or 8.
7 or 8.
And then 2 of my friends checked
consistent listeners, and then people that we force it on.
Maybe once we blow up and get famous off this shit, we'll change our names.
Yeah, maybe.
We could call this whatever we want. By the way, we could call this "Go Fuck Yourself Cast." Anything.
Go fuck yourself, Cast.
Eat a dick.
This is welcome to the Joe Rogan experience. This is Joe Rogan.
We could just start acting like we're Joe Rogan.
Armbar!
Yeah, dude. I can't wait. This weekend's going to be fucking tight, man. What are you doing this weekend?
I don't know. You gonna watch? You got your you got that Fire Stick, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching the UFC fight for free.
Oh, yeah.
Well, all you dumb motherfuckers out there are paying like $70. I'm gonna be scratching my nuts and eating pizza and watching it for free.
Watching SpongeBob eating peanuts. Yeah, so
it's gonna be a big fight, man. Conor McGregor.
Who do you think's gonna win?
Some fucking Brazilian guy named Aldo.
Hey,
I think the Irish guy's gonna win, definitely.
It's definitely looking like that to me. I don't know. Honestly, I haven't watched
the other dude's been looking like kind of scared in the weigh-ins and shit, but he's probably not scared. He just looks nervous, but I don't know. I don't see the white guy losing, but it could be an upset like when Ronda Rousey got knocked the fuck out. Could be the same shit.
Yeah, she got knocked the fuck out.
You ready to smoke this bowl, man?
Yeah, what you got there? That shit is so fire that you got.
Yeah, some purple Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah.
Definitely some good shit.
The
fucking pipe sucks, though.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's clogged.
You didn't look before you packed it? We were smoking a little bowl of some weed, don't trip. What else did we talk about? Oh, yeah, we really got into, the shooters and stuff.
Around the world, or what?
Yeah. This whole...
The San Bernardino shootings.
This whole thing to me...
Hashtag pray for San Bernardino.
Well, come on, man. Let's not downplay the victims.
No. Did you hear about that fucking bitch? I can't remember what news organization she's from, but her name is Stasi or some shit like that. And she had said some crazy shit on this article she wrote for the New York Post. And it was something like the victims were just as hateful as the shooters. Can you believe this cunt?
She said that on TV?
She said that in her article. No, not on TV, on the New York Post. The New York Daily Post or New York Post or some shit like that. And it's fucking coming back and bitter in the ass, dude. Everybody's like...
Well, I mean, if depends on how you take it. Like, if you say the victims' families are angry, like they're angry.
Yeah, everybody's angry.
Yeah, well, I mean, that makes sense. But if she's saying, like, they deserved it because they were hatred...
In a way, she was saying that the victims were just as hateful as the shooters.
Whoa.
And that's, like, crazy for this bitch to say.
Yeah, I don't know where she even gets off or has information supporting that.
They need to fucking suspend that bitch and flog her.
Flog her?
Is that what they used to do in medieval
Wasn't that,
times,
like,
right?
hitting them with a big board or some shit?
Flogging? Wasn't it like when they put you in like a man-sized bird cage and they dump tar and feathers? Or is that just tar and feathering you, right?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know what it means. It sounds good.
A flogging sounds like you get beat with something.
Yeah. I don't know. Go look that up. Google it. We don't
fact check.
Yeah, we don't fact check. We don't give a shit.
I'm not about to lean over 4 inches and start typing on my computer.
We'll save that when we get an intern and he wants to sit across from us and smoke weed for free and
now
essentially
accepting
work for free.
applications.
Yeah, anybody that's a sound engineer or just wants to smoke and knows a little more about sound than we do, hit us up.
Which could be anybody, but
GoonCastSquad at gmail.com. Don't be shy.
with your resume.
Hit us up with questions, comments, anything you want to complain about, and we'll respond and answer your question in the next episode.
Yep.
Hey, we got some questions from last week.
Yeah, from Tiff.
Tiff, a.k.a. the feminist?
Nah,
Tiff?
she's not
She's
no feminist.
Fascist?
She watches our show, so I doubt she's a feminist.
She's a cool motherfucker.
Or
She
she
watches our show.
listens to our show. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
fucking
cool.
as
She's
fuck.
cool as fuck. She's funny.
Awesome. What did she ask? What does she want to know?
She wanted to know, is in this day and age, is it okay for a woman to take care of a man in a domestic situation? Basically, you take the wife's position, you get it. Like,
So I'm guessing Tiffany met some fucking loser, but loves him. And she's feeling stupid for taking care of him, but her Christian cousins are saying it's okay.
yeah, I don't know.
I think it's okay. I mean, if that's what you want to do with your life, then go ahead and do that. You know? It's really about the person taking advantage of the situation.
That's true. That is, no matter who you are, there has to be give and take on both sides. If you're getting supported by a woman, then you need to be doing shit to validate that support. You know,
you need to be home mowing the lawn, doing the laundry, cooking, and cleaning like a girl would usually in the 50s would do. I can't say girls nowadays because they hardly know how to fucking scramble an egg, but you know.
I'm not really thinking like whether it's right or wrong. Of course, it's right. I mean, it's not illegal. It's not fucking. But where you really start running into some fucking,
I'm gonna say yes
is gonna be,
and no. Because to me personally, like in my life, you got to bring something to the table. It's not a free ride. Nothing's a free ride. Nothing's free.
Well, it's more of a question on whether you're okay with being judged by people. Because no matter who you are, like if you're like Mr. Mom, depending on what level you take that, you know, I guess that you could not be something that people will fuck with you about. Like your friends would joke, and
It would definitely be embarrassing.
it would be people would talk behind your back for sure.
Fuck yeah,
you know?
I'll talk behind your back.
Vito right here will serve it up.
I'll make fucking people laugh.
Hey, but at the end of the day, fuck people and what they think.
Yeah,
you know.
Hey, that guy's actually winning because he's fucking not doing anything and he's being taken care of.
Well, you got, like you said, you got to provide some work. You got to cook, clean, fucking do all that shit.
Yeah, you can't be home fucking
nothing.
playing NBA 2009, 2K, whatever the fuck they call it, smoking weed all day and fucking
recording podcasts,
reporting a podcast. But
which is almost what I do.
So there you go, Tiffany. There's your answer to your question. You said there was another one, right?
Yeah, there's another one, but we kind of already established this one.
Yeah, but they didn't hear. Our podcast was ruined yesterday.
Yeah.
So nobody heard anything we said.
The question was, and I'm going to try to word this as clearly as I can. The question was, if you're watching a porno and there's two guys banging a chick and they're doing double penetration,
DP,
is it gay that if their nuts touch?
Well, in my world, if my nuts touched another dude's nuts, yes, that's gay. But this is solely for entertainment purposes. These guys, I'm pretty sure they're not gay.
So you're saying, like, if your personal nuts...
If I was a porn star...
How would that ever happen? Like, you're sleeping and someone came in and pressed their nuts up against you? What would you do
if I was a porn?
nuts?
Look, if I was a porn star and I was involved in a DP scene, I would hate to be the guy that's on the bottom of the chick because my nuts are fucking so huge. They'll be flopping all over his belly and hers and everything. My nuts are huge, bro.
Think about what you just said, flopping all over his belly.
Yeah, I know. Hey, but I'm not in that situation, you know?
Yeah,
That's
but would you feel gay if that did it?
Yeah, that'd be weird.
If you were doing a DP.
And I was watching porn.
And you were banging a chick with another dude, and your nuts just ka-chinged.
It would be weird, but I'm pretty sure I'd have to, like, keep going.
Would it make you lose?
No.
I don't think I would
No,
enjoy.
fuck no.
I think that shit would make me uncomfortable as fuck.
Would it? Bro?
Yeah, I don't know why, man. I wouldn't. Well, I just wouldn't want to be in it with another naked dude in the room. That's just not my thing. I don't know. Everybody's got their own.
What do you got to hide, bro?
I don't got shit to hide. I just don't want a naked man in there with me while I'm banging a chick.
Even if she's super hot.
Even if she's super hot, I really wouldn't be having sex with a chick with my best friend. That's not really my cup of tea.
What if he came over and was like, "Hey, man, check this shit out. I got this little Korean broad over here and wants to get fucked." No.
Nah, I wouldn't do it.
You'd throw him out of here, huh?
I wouldn't throw him out of here. I just wouldn't do it.
So what was your question? Are you gay for watching it? Or...
Yeah.
No, you're not gay for watching it. Fuck no.
Yeah, there's a lot weirder
There's
shit. What kind of weirder stuff you into?
The weirdest shit I'm into is probably like a foot job type of video. Where
We've talked about this before. What is it about the feet?
To me personally, like I like girls' feet if they're nice. They have to be nice because, like I've always grown up thinking like if a chick has like dirty, ugly ass crow's feet, she probably doesn't take care of her vagina either. You know. I just got that stigma in my mind. Like when I see a chick with some dirty ass, dry ass feet, I'm like, her pussy's probably the same. You know what I mean? But if she's got enough self-respect to take care of her feet, then that vagina is heavenly. You know?
What does it take to have fucked up feet? Like describe a fucked up foot.
Like callus all over the heel.
Have you ever
fucked
seen
up ass looking toes like that are fucking all jagged and corns and fucking just dirty.
Have you ever seen like a chick that had like a mangled foot because you could tell she's been jamming it into tiny fucking shoes?
Yeah, like I see that shit all over, like National Geographic. So those Asians.
No, I'm talking about like girls walking high heels.
No, not really.
I've seen it, dude. I've seen this chick one time. Her feet looked mangled. You could tell it's from stuffing them into shoes that didn't fit. Yeah.
And she was wearing like flip flops or something.
Yeah, no, she took a picture on something. It was somebody that posted a picture. It was sometime, I don't remember who. We're also not naming names anymore, so.
Yeah, we're keeping away no names, or we'll make names up for people that we know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people being butthurt.
We'll call them fucking, Daria had some fucking.
We'll make up some stupid ass names for people from
the Bigfoot.
People can't take jokes and they want to go and tell on each other and get people in trouble.
They want to confront you and
send you hate mail and say, "Hey, you stop fucking my wife."
Fuck you.
You, by the way, not me. It has nothing to do with me, by the way.
Fuck you, dude.
I think twice about emailing me and telling me to go fuck myself.
Yeah, some people don't think once.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't fucking send some hate mail to a guy named Vito. That just sounds like a terrible name.
Like Vito?
Yeah, fuck. That name? I mean, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the name Vito? Don't say Don Vito from Jackass.
Corleone from Godfather.
That's the first thing?
Yeah.
When I hear the name Vito, I think like, sounds like a fucking tough asshole.
That's why you picked it.
Hey man, people just call me that.
Well, you started it, motherfucker. You came up with one day I'm Vito now, and so then you became Vito.
Vito's short for Vincent, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't
Google that.
I have no idea. We don't fact check.
Yeah, I mean,
Abram's short for
Abraham. Fool, your real name is Abraham, isn't it?
No, it's Abram.
Really?
Yeah. Just Abram.
Which is short for Abraham.
No, it's not.
Dude, I talked to your mom.
Abe
she
is
told
short for
me
Abraham.
that
You're a fucking liar.
Dude, I just was talking to her right now, and she told me that my son's real name is Abram Ham.
No, she did not. She said she said Tiger, but his real name's Abram. I got my fucking ID right here. I'll show you.
Hey, that don't mean nothing.
My name is not Abraham. It's Abram. It's Mexican.
It's Hebrew.
supposed to be Mexican.
Mexicans, Hebrews, they're all...
Like Jesus and Jesus, you know what I'm saying?
Two different things.
Two different, entirely different things.
Yeah.
Not Abraham.
I don't know that
Abraham
many Jesuses.
motherfucking Lincoln.
Dude.
I've been saying this for 29, 30 years. I don't know how old I am. My name is Abram. It ain't Abraham. It ain't Abraham. I don't know. Fuck it.
You need to fucking get high, more high.
I do need to get
I'll
more
say
higher.
you're sober right now.
I'm pretty sober.
Well, let's wrap up this first segment. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. We're going to go wash our asses, take pisses, and bathroom breaks. We'll be back.
All right. Check in.
We're back from our break. It's Vito, my boy Abram, and you're listening to GoonCastSquad.
Episode 4.5.
Episode 4.5, the remix, because we fucked up last night. And,
yeah, we had to file that back in the lost tapes. That's in our... when we become rich and famous, that's what you'll listen to. Some fucking little dipshit in an office is going to go over the audio with a fine-tooth comb and release it to the masses like the Once Upon a Time in Shaolin album. Oh, did you hear about that motherfucker, Martin Shkreli?
Martin Shkreli?
You know Martin Shkreli?
The AIDS pill guy, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about him?
He bought the limited edition Wu-Tang album, the Once Upon a Time in Shaolin. They only have one copy.
Why would he do that?
He's a fucking asshole. I don't know.
He's a hip-hop fanatic.
I don't know.
Hey,
I've heard he's an emo fanatic.
We can't get mad at this dude for trying to fucking sell the AIDS pill for fucking $100 a pill. I would do the same shit.
It was $751 for a pill.
Well, I would do the same shit. I'm trying to get rich out here in these fucking mean streets. You know what I mean? Hey, if you're my homie and you got AIDS, I'm gonna hit you with I'm gonna give it to you for free.
Well, if it's your homie, but you're charging the masses $751, that's just fucking
Hey, no one told them
outrageous.
to go out there and fuck some dude up his ass and get AIDS.
No one did, but there's other people that could offer the medication for cheaper.
If you got AIDS, you're a fucko. You got AIDS, you're a fuckhead. You either got AIDS from poking your arms with steroids and heroin, fucking some dude up the ass, or fucking a prostitute with no rubber.
I will put yourself in
fucking a monkey.
Put yourself in the position of getting jabbed by a needle and somehow you contract HIV and fucking you have terrible. HIV and you have there's people out there who have it, man. It's saved people's lives. Can't look at it just making a dollar.
Save people's lives?
By keeping them alive. You know what I mean?
What
if somebody you knew had that shit and he had it jacked up to $751 when he didn't have to? There are companies.
We're gonna have to get together and get that $750.
For one pill?
Fuck yeah, and it's going to do absolutely dick. I don't know. Fuck Martin Scorsese. No. Martin Scorelli. I love Martin Scorsese.
Back that train up. Back that ass up a little bit, alright?
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, I think honestly, dude, he's a fucking twat. I mean, he's rich and he's looking to make money, so I look at it from the businessman's perspective, but... Bro,
what about Mark Zuckerberg? Living a regular Joe Schmo's life, and he's a fucking multi-billionaire.
Well, see, he came up with something that people massively use all over the world to
communicate. He has a regular-ass-looking Oriental wife, regular-ass house. He's got like a Ford Focus or some regular type of car like that, dressing in regular clothes from Target. That's crazy.
Yeah, well...
If I was a billionaire, I'd have my own island. I'd wear 24 karat gold everything on some days. I'd be wearing Versace and all this crazy shit. You know what I mean? Golden fucking everywhere. Because I'm a billionaire. I'll be shitting on everybody.
I wouldn't be like that. I would buy whatever I wanted to buy, whatever pleased me. I wouldn't looking like a fucking Turkish fucking billionaire.
I'd be the first Mexican into space. I'll tell him, take me up. Here's $1 billion. Go fuck yourself. Take me up. How about that? How about I fucking go up? If I was a billionaire, I would go up to space and be the first guy to stick their cock through a hole in the space shuttle and take a piss into space.
Wouldn't you freeze?
I don't think so. Fuck if I know.
Fuck if I know. I don't know.
I
thought you know everything about space. You said you know pretty much everything about space.
I don't think nothing's going to happen.
5 minutes ago, you just told me that you know everything about space, but you don't know if your dick would freeze if you stick a hole in it.
Sir, why are you lying? I never said that.
You just told me that.
Prove it.
You just fucking told me that.
Prove it.
I was like, what do you know about space?
Ask me something about
Y'all,
space.
pretty much everything.
Ask me something about space.
All right. How long does it take in days' time to get to the moon in space?
Days'
in
time?
to travel?
Bro, probably like, let's see. Probably like 2 months. I don't fucking know.
How many planets are in our solar system?
I can name them.
Let's see if you name all of them.
Not in order.
How many? Give me a number. That's the question.
I don't fucking know. Like, anywhere from 9 to 12. I don't fucking know.
Down to Major Tom.
There's Venus, Mercury.
We got a
Mars,
real spaceman over here.
Neptune, Earth, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Boom.
Boom, baby.
I don't need to know the fucking number. I just fucking told you.
I think it's 9.
Well, so be it. I just told you all the fucking names of the planets. Could you have done that?
Go fuck yourself, you know.
Huh? How about it, huh?
I don't need to think when I have a smartphone. I don't need to have a brain.
And that's what's wrong with this generation, man.
Yeah. That's
People
what's wrong.
are walking around, the fucking brains are fried. They just got hot potatoes up there. There's nothing going on.
Hot potatoes.
I DJ'd at a party for Halloween at one of my buddies' houses. I won't say his name. His name's Lionel. And his fucking party sucked balls. And all the years before, fucking rocked the shit. Everybody lost their minds, smoking, drinking, having a good time. This year, bro, it was a bunch of fucking people standing around a bonfire like they've never seen fire before in their lives. And I'm playing fucking bangers, left and right. And I look up, and they're just fucking all on their fucking cell phones. So you know what I did?
What'd you do?
I said, hey, go fuck yourself. We'll call one of your friends over here to get his ass on YouTube, because I'm going home to eat. I'm going home to eat dinner. Fuck this party.
You quit the party?
Quit the party. I left my shit there, though. Yeah, you got to give me that. But I took off.
What? Like, how long did you play before you left?
Like an hour. Yeah, like an hour into it, like from 10 to 11.
Well, that's why, because people don't turn up between 10 and 11.
They gotta go. Goddamn.
They gotta. You're the DJ. You aborted the party, the Halloween party.
Exactly. I'm the DJ, and I can do what I want.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Yeah, they're fucking brain dead robots, fucking staring at each other. I remember back in my day when I was a youngster, there was none of that shit. We were fucking playing grab ass with chicks and fucking down in Boone's Farms with Bacardi mixed into it, fucking smoking.
Well, how old is Lionel?
He's mine.
Well, yeah, he's old like us now.
No, but it was just like his younger brother's friends. They're younger. They're like probably like 21, 22, 23. Youngsters. They should be fucking... I was an animal when I was 21. A fucking animal.
Well, it's because they need a party jumper. They need somebody to fucking get that shit cracking.
No, they don't. They need to get the fuck off their phones and stop being jagoffs. You know what I mean?
Yep. I know what you mean. They need to stop fucking texting people and start dancing to your goddamn music when you play it. They want fucking dances.
Hey, well, I gave them hit after hit, and they gave me dick. So fuck them. What's going on, man? Talk to me.
Just chilling. Every time I talk, you cut me off.
Bullshit.
Bull fucking shit.
Bullshit. I don't know what you're fucking... Who are you sitting next to?
Shit, man. Give me something to talk about.
Let's talk about what happened in San Bernardino.
It was very unfortunate.
Where were you when it happened?
I was asleep in my bed, and then I woke up, because it happened in the morning, right?
What a shitty way to disrespect these people.
What the fuck?
To be sleeping while they're getting shot.
What do I have to do? Set some kind of notification?
I wish I was asleep, too, during that shit, but I was actually 10 minutes away. 10 fucking minutes away from this shit as it's going down. And guess where I got my news from? Facebook. Facebook was on the scene with 20 different versions of what happened.
Yeah, I initially heard it was a white person.
I heard it was 3 white males.
3 white males.
And now it's, they don't even say anything about the third person.
You know what it probably was? People all over the police scanner and shit. Fucking listening to the police scanner, listening to them like, who is it?
A bunch of tweakers
like the cops going back and forward.
Are employed by VVGN or whatever the fuck their name is.
Dude, that actually would have had to be some crazy shit to listen to, the police scanners.
I tried.
While that shit was going on.
I tried, bro. And I couldn't find the channel. Couldn't fucking find
Maybe they blocked it out or something.
I don't know if they could do it. Can they do that?
Yeah, I think they can. I think they can kill radio signals. I'm not sure. To be honest with you,
That shit was crazy though, dude. It was this chick from like they said. I heard she was from Saudi Arabia, and this dude, he's from over here. You know what I mean? He lived in Highland, and he went over there to get a wife, and he brought back this crazy cunt. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And what I have to say to him, his family, his ancestors, rest in piss. You stinky, cock-sucking fuck. How you gonna come over here with your crazy wife and shoot up some fucking Christmas party? Savage. What do you think?
I feel the same way. Like, that's what my initial thought off the top of my head. No matter what way I look at it, it's fucked up. You know what I mean? I feel bad for the victims and their families having to go into this holiday season while fucking, you know, and then having to deal with it on the news constantly all the time. Like, people talking and, like, you know, they're just trying to, like, mourn their family, you know, on a real level. Whereas everybody's trying to get fucking their 2 cents in about whether Muslims should or should not be allowed here, this and that. You know
what Donald Trump said, dude, I think it was last night? He said,
I did hear it, dude, and that's a dangerous thing to say.
We need to block the Muslims from coming in this country.
You can't do that, man.
And then they're saying that he's like a fascist now.
That's what fucking fascism is, dude. You got to look at it from a bigger perspective.
So we're fascism? We're fascist?
Listen. You got to look at it from a bigger perspective of what he's doing by singling out any one group and saying them. That's going back to what if he changes it to Mexicans and he wants to get rid of all the Mexicans?
Here's the thing.
You're setting a precedent to pinpoint somebody when it's in the Constitution under the First Amendment that you're a freedom of religion in this country. I get screening them, I get all that shit, but fucking you can't just put it all on one faction when it's a tiny percentage of people that are being violent. It's a tiny small percentage
he didn't say
of the people in the world.
He just said, "Well, we're dealing with this shit till we figure things out." Until we get a hold of
He's not even president, dude. And Donald Trump don't even want to be president. He just wants to get...
He's just trolling?
He's trolling. He wants to get as much attention as he can. He's not going to become president, dude. He's not going to win with... Watch, he's just going to keep coming up with bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger things because he wants the fucking attention.
You remember how you said that we can't let somebody do that to target a certain group of people?
Yeah, because they could eventually target us.
We did the same thing. In 1942.
No shit, we've done it. That doesn't mean it's right. We also didn't allow women to vote or black people to vote or put people in slavery less than 150 years ago. Shit changes. We get better with technology, and you progress. You don't regress. No, I don't. I do think it's a bad idea to fucking... I think what they need to do is they need to screen more. If they want to start restricting less and less, that's less where they come from certain areas and shit like that.
Stricter immigration laws?
I mean, but it's like, that's what makes America is equality, dude. You know, we're supposed to be... You can't just... I'm looking at it like this. I know plenty of Muslims that are not fucking violent and have nothing to do with that shit, so the fucking... To me, it's like it's almost as if you're like asking me to pick out anybody, you know. And everyone's different. Everyone's an individual, and you got to figure a lot of those people come over here to get away from that shit. Whether they fucking were over there, like they got to go somewhere. You know what I mean? But there's always gonna be somebody that's gonna cause drama with damage with shit. Whether it's guns, I don't give a fuck. Keep your guns. Don't do gun control. I don't care. I want to be protected, but. You got to look at how many people are in this world. There's fucking 335 million people in this, just in the United States, okay? In the world, it's greater. No matter what, you start increasing the populations to huge sizes, you're going to disconnect everybody from everybody else, and then you're going to have people secluded and stuck in like when you're in jail, when they throw you in the cell and you're in isolation, okay? You isolate somebody enough, then they're going to go crazy. And there's people in this country, like the school shooters, that fucking Dylan fuck in Texas. Yeah. You know, they spend too much time sitting on their own and thinking about things, and then
locked up in the rooms.
Yeah, and then they just learn to hate everyone, and they just get fucked in their head, and then they go and do something violent. And the problem, I think, as a country is we like try to always we always want a reason, or we always want like an answer.
You know what I find real weird is, okay, there's a very small fraction, not even to make up a full percent of Muslims are the radical ones, right?
Yeah.
Not even like a fucking, compared to all the Muslims in the world, there's like a very small fraction, not even to make up 1% of these people that do this shit terrorists, right? So where's the rest of the Muslims fucking coming out saying that we don't condone this, we don't agree with this, like, you know, we want to apologize on behalf of our fucking religion. We need the Muslims to step up and start saying something, because it's like your people, yeah, they're doing shit, but none of the good Muslims are coming out and, you know.
A lot of the countries
shit.
denounce them, dude. That's why they have the United Nations. They
I'm
denounce
talking
them
about
as
their leaders, bro. Their countrymen over there. You know, like the president or whoever the fuck they are.
It's because their countries are so poor and they're not equipped to deal with it.
I'm talking about Iran, Saudi Arabia, all these Arab countries that are not fucking poor and they're richer than us. You don't hear them releasing statements saying, you know, what's up with that?
Fuck if I know, dude. I don't know.
So that's why I say fuck them. Get on your fucking camel and go fuck yourselves. That's the way it is. Because we don't hear them saying shit. We don't hear them fucking saying we don't.
Well, I barely listen to the American news. I'm not checking out what fucking people in Iran and Pakistan and the Middle East are saying. Their leaders, you know, but they have because these groups have so much control in them. So unless somebody comes in and takes them out of power, then fucking there ain't nothing going to change, and it ain't going to happen anytime soon. Yeah, because whether or not someone takes them out, like if we go over there and put fucking boots on the ground, like no matter what, we'll be converting some more ISIS members by going over there. It'd be like if say there was a radical faction of Christians and they lived in our city. Okay,
yeah, they live in Ireland.
And they had all these cameras, and they fucking started broadcasting how much they hate who, so, whatever, you know, and then they started picking up members, and we live in the same city, and we're like, you know, we're not involved with that at all, but the next thing you know, some fucking troops from another country came into our shit, like, and started fucking with our life, bombing our house, oh, I accidentally hit your house, oh, killed, I'm gonna be like, fuck, I'm gonna go, I might group up with these people because somebody bombed my house. Now, I'm not sympathizing with people in a country with war, but
are you an ISIS sympathizer, bro?
No, I'm down with the equality. Like I think because I'm smart enough to know that if you start allowing people to pick out someone, one day they're gonna come fucking pick out you.
Are you down with one world government?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Well, it's exactly what I said. Like one world.
Hell no, I'm not down with one world government. That'll never work.
That's what they're trying to do.
When you have people that live across the world,
that's what they're doing.
Their cultures don't mix. We'll have culture shock like a motherfucker. We come from the fucking greatest country. Nobody tells us what to do. We have freedom out the fucking ass. But we don't know what Eastern culture is like. We know Western culture. Check this shit out.
I'm about to make a 180 turn and just start talking about some crazy shit. But my personal thoughts, like, this has nothing to do with what we were just talking about. But, like, you know, you see movies and shit about how, like science fiction movies about, like, space and galaxies and aliens and shit. You know what I mean? Like, different races of beings out there, you know? In all these movies, do you see, like, the planets, like, other planets and other people? It's kind of like they're not segregated, you know? Like, it's like, it's hard to explain. Like, let's say that we found life in space, you know, other galaxies and shit, right? Other intelligent life forms.
Yeah.
It'd be like, okay, the humans, right? The human race. You always see that, and it makes me. I've always wondered, like, if there is life out there, like Earth is we're all humans, but we're segregated, you know. Like, there's different countries, different races, different leaders. Like, I wonder out there if it's like the whole planet. It's just one fucking leader, and they're, you know what I mean? Do you ever think like that?
I do. I think about that all the time. Like, I think about a lot about how we're just a tiny little planet in a solar system full of fucking
salt. You know what I mean?
You know, and like think about us like being like little bacteria, micro fucking.
I think we got it all wrong, dude. You know what I mean? I think we got it all fucking wrong, bro.
Got what wrong?
I think like there is life out there. We just haven't discovered it, or it's discovered and they're not telling us, or whatever. But I feel like we should be one as like a civilization. You know what I mean? Like the human race. You know what I mean? Like I think things would be better.
Well, I think that boils down to like a certain level of philosophy that when you have two people and they start to have free agency, human beings start to, you know, it's like, what's that fucking movie, Space Odyssey 2001, where it was like on a planet, it was just monkeys, and then the climax of the film was like a monkey killing another monkey.
Yeah.
Once that happened, then there became a split faction. Once there became factions, it's divide and conquer.
That's the word I was looking for, factions too. But I've always felt like for some reason, like when I think about space and shit, and if there's life out there, I think like they're not like Earth as far as like how we're different factions. You know, when you boil it down, I think they're just strong like as a planet. You know what I mean? As a race, and that's probably how it is in reality, man. Like we just got it wrong, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why
They don't
they're working
discover
towards
shit.
world organization. You know, like world government. You know what I mean? Maybe someday in the future that'll be like that here.
We won't be alive.
We won't be alive, but our fucking roots will.
It'll never cross my mind, so fuck it. Nah, I do think about that shit. Like the movie Interstellar, where they, I believe they never really quite,
It's like different dimensions or some
they
shit. Huh?
quite explained it, but Earth was going bad because they couldn't grow no food. There were no animals, huh? There's no animals.
Everything pretty much died off. Like the Earth was drying up.
I think they had too much nitrogen in their atmosphere, and then
overpopulation, right?
Yeah, it didn't explain it. It gave no response.
That was a movie that kind of like threw that thought into our heads. Like whoever created that movie probably was like, you know, we're putting this idea out there
Christopher Nolan.
This is what you know how it's gonna be, dude. Because one day, if the route we're taking, maybe it might be like that. We could fuck our own planet up, you know, which we're probably already doing.
Yeah.
Have you?
Well, yeah, we're fucking it up. Like, I read somebody say we're a cancer of this Earth. Like
human race?
For Earth is a cancer, and it's until someone builds up. It was like they were talking about an immune system in a virus. Like when you have a virus, your body starts heating up to your temperature so that it can kill the virus, and so. This was like a very obsolete thing.
That.
Yeah,
when you get sick, that's why you're supposed to like bundle yourself up and sweat it out to get your body.
Yeah, your body starts fighting
to kill the virus.
To kill the virus and building up your immune deficiency. So think of us like a virus, and Earth is the like the body, and fucking the solar system is like the rotating mechanism.
Damn, I never thought about
that. We're here. The sun eventually will kill us. I guess is basically what the fucking guy was saying that I heard this from, and it doesn't really make sense as far as like a living organism because it's like space.
It's a theory, though.
Yeah, it's like
I find theories like interesting. Like I know tons of different theories, and that's what I like doing. I like looking up different like life theories. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's pretty much proven though. If you think about it, if you look at the vast size of the universe and think about how small we are. If there was a huge being, we would be like little bacteria moving around. We just grew brains and learned how to fucking beat things.
I was listening
we're
to
tiny
a podcast,
compared to the entire world.
And I can't remember what the name of the podcast was, but it was like some weird like tech shit. And they were saying that scientists can now have the ability and knowledge to like zoom in and look at like your blood, and they can zoom so far in to see single atoms, and you know what I mean?
Like there's a world in every little speck of nothing, of anything.
And they're saying that what if, you know, we're like, you know, when you like you said, like we're just a big being in our blood, and we're made up of the same shit that's out there in space, you know,
matter.
But they're zooming so close into these blood and seeing like the singularity in the cells and shit, and they're fucking like, what if there's like galaxies in there, and it's like a whole nother like infinite, it's crazy, mind-boggling shit to think about.
In every little speck of dust, there's a.
And most of you fuckheads listening don't even think like that. You're just too busy on Facebook and fucking jagging off and eating and sleeping. And there's probably people out there that never even put their minds to never even think that way, huh? They're just like, fuck, zombies.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of people that think like that, but it's not like we really get anything from thinking, you know?
Well, you don't. Yeah, you do. Fuck yeah.
I mean, we learn personal knowledge, but we're just a little speck of dust in the world. What does our life really matter about how much we know? What do you think about that? Like, I don't know.
Knowledge is power, bro, and if you don't know anything, get the fuck out of my face, you dumb motherfucker. That's how I feel. You don't know shit? You're a fucking piss. I'll spit in your face. You don't know nothing? Get the fuck out of here.
Fucking
you know what I mean? Knowledge is power, bro. If you don't know anything, you ain't shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always, like, do research and look up shit and just different theories, and I take it all in, bro.
Yeah, I think I feel like I have to fucking read and do. I don't know. It's just like naturally to keep your mind occupied.
Working your brain is a fucking muscle, bro, and you gotta like exercise it. You know, if you don't, you're gonna end up like some dumb motherfucker just watching TV all day, scratching his ass, never gets no pussy, nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Fucking it all comes down to reading.
Women love intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Some do. Most of them do.
A lot of them like intelligence, a lot of them like humor, a lot of them like security, focus, kindness,
money, number one.
There's
Definitely.
always a positive and negative aspect of anything, bro.
Yeah, fuck it, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter. But we're coming up. We're gonna wrap this segment up. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to GoonCast.
All right, we're back.
You're back with the Goons.
What's going on?
We just want to give a shout out to all the listeners and you listening. We appreciate you
Our
listening.
sponsors, Pepsi Cola.
Our sponsors, iPhone 6.
Little Bindar Glass Pipes and Works it's down on San Pedro in LA.
Purple Girl Scout cookies for keeping us high.
From Javier Sousa, the drug dealer. He's also a financier. He gave me $5 to pick up this little stereo mixer. Man, that's fucking sucks, dude. I wish we probably focused on this. We went back on the episode last week, so that got erased. But it was a learning experience. I think we learned to be more careful in setting up the audio and fucking...
We're learning as we go, man.
Yeah.
I'm an avid podcast listener, but I've never done a fucking podcast.
Recording and shit to your fucking computer with the microphone.
I've got some experience in sound and recording because I'm a DJ, and I've set up shit to something similar to this where you can record, my live mix and shit like that.
Yeah.
But, this whole microphone, this is actually the first microphone I ever bought. So
you never had a microphone when you were a DJ?
Nah, I was one of those DJs that didn't give a fuck about saying anything.
I hate it when they have the microphones at parties and they overuse it and the DJ tries to or they some fucking fool, or worse is when they have I was at a party and this dude had a microphone and it was like it had no cord on it and he was walking around the party and he would be like constantly making announcements on it or calling out things. It was actually kind of funny though because he was faded.
We want to give a shout out to Helda's grandmother. She's over here drunk and she wants to fuck. Funny shit like that.
He was saying some funny everyone attention. I don't remember what he was saying. He was like faded, like a faded older dad type dude.
That's cool.
And it was his house, so he was like didn't give no fucks given.
Yeah.
And he kept fucking yelling into him. So I mean, he did what the fuck he wanted to do. I can't hate on him for that, but it was still kind of like get off the fucking mic while the music's playing.
Sure. I've never been the DJ to ever like say shit. You know what I mean? I let the I just like.
What's up, ladies? Come over here and dance right now, ladies.
Hey, I'm
dance.
your DJ,
ladies.
Vito.
Ladies.
I've never been that type, but we've partied before, man. We've had some good times, right?
Partied hard.
Fucking party animals, right?
Fucking A.
Hey, you want to get into some stories?
Oh yeah, we can talk about the first time I partied with you was when I was like about 17 and I went to a rave, went to Pajama Jam.
Oh shit, in the dirty ass warehouse in LA?
Orion.
With the Heineken star on the building?
Yeah, it used to be called the Orion. It's something else now, but...
Is it still open to party?
They've converted it, dude.
This is when we were 17, we're 30 now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Was a spot in downtown LA. It was called the Orion. Just picture and it was an old like opera theater or something.
Orion?
Yeah, don't you remember? It had opera boxes and everything.
Did it?
Like yeah, dude.
I don't ever remember that.
It had like the top boxes and then the stage. You could tell it was all like it was like a small bootleg show.
It was hella creepy on the bottom though because like the top floor was like all nice, fucking all rave lights and all this like dope shit, wooden floors. But then they had a section like in the corner where it was like a brick wall and it was like sledgehammered in, and you would enter this like huge fucking hole that would take you down to a basement. And
there's like fags down there fucking and shit.
Nah, I never seen that shit.
I bet
like
you
that.
there was some gay shit going on in those dark days. I've seen it going on.
No, not that. Like there was like 3 rooms on the bottom. I never went to like the dark rooms like that. But I just went to like the bottom basement where it was like happy hardcore music or some jungle drum and bass.
There's always
bullshit.
some weirdness shit going on in a basement.
But I
of any
remember
LA
being
warehouse,
so
rave.
high off ecstasy and just being in this fucking basement, huge fucking basement, right? And the ceiling was kind of low, dude. And I just remember that it was so packed with people that there was fucking sweat building up on the ceiling, dropping down onto your arms and shit, bro. Fucking crazy shit, bro. A bunch of Asian gangsters and shit selling drugs.
Like crazy, going around fucking...
No security guards.
Like, it was almost as if they were open marketing. Like, they try to, like, walk by you and be like, X, K.
And I'd be like, hey,
in your
come
ear.
over here,
like,
man.
They would just say X or K in your ear real quick.
I remember grabbing one of these Asian motherfuckers one time. And he was like my stigma of Asian people are just like, hey, I'll grab you by your fucking shirt and make you, you know, my bitch. You know what I mean? This Asian motherfucker was not having it. He was like some other Asian mafia looking motherfucker. And I remember I grabbed him by his shirt and I was like, hey, you got some thiz on you, man? And he fucking was like, fuck you. Fuck are you? And he kept walking. I was like, holy shit.
Have you been to a rave like relatively recently in the past few years? Like any type of party shit?
Not like a real rave underground shit, but like a couple of weeks ago I went to the Avalon party.
Okay, so imagine the Avalon, you know, I mean, it gets pretty ravey, but imagine people walking around there selling drugs. Like, they would get caught so quick.
They do.
They do, but like on this, but
super
like,
low down.
Dude, the Asians used to have where they would wear T-shirts that were like all
White
red
or
or
white.
whatever, like whatever they had, just T-shirts one color,
Standing
and
out.
then they would fucking like all like you could tell they were a little team and shit. They would wear jerseys to go sell drugs to kids, fucking, and then you would just be like, they would just have that shit fucking do a little weird hand motion in their pocket. And
hey,
fucking,
I would fucking. Dude, these Asian motherfuckers are so good. They would stick their hand in their pocket, reach into a huge Ziploc bag with like 100 pills, take out exactly how many you wanted, with the same fucking hand in the pocket, not coming out, put it into another tiny little shit Ziploc bag, and give it to you. In one motion.
I never had mine in a Ziploc bag. I always had them in my fucking hand. But they would just put, or like you would give the money to one dude, and then another fool would like come by and like just stick something.
Back then, dude, the deal I was getting like from random fucking people, it was like 3 ecstasy pills for $20, and they were fire.
Shit, I was paying $20 a pill.
Really?
Yeah, dude. At 17. At 17, I was getting taken. I had no idea what the fuck. I wasn't about to bargain with some fucking Asian little.
This was our first time
Asian
partying
gang
together.
Bargainer.
This was our first time partying together.
I don't think I remember ever buying it that time. I remember somebody probably gave me one, or I bought it off of a friend.
Hey, so back to the party.
That was fucking.
This
crazy,
was our first time actually like going out and partying hard, right? Who was with us? Well, let's not name names.
Yeah, I don't want.
But I think I know.
Yeah, bunch of fools. That was the first time I ever took ecstasy and fucking went wild.
How'd you feel, bro?
Oh, dude, it felt like a euphoric fucking, like, as if there was no problems. And I remember that particular time, somebody in my family had some medical problems, and it was, like, real close to my fucking, real close to my family and in my family. And fucking, I was, like, bummed out and shit. And I remember going to that and then being, like, coming to, like, some understanding that everything was going to be okay and this, like, life happens and shit. So I fucking get all fucked up. And I end up, like, I'm on stage dancing, dude. Like, there's like, it's all chicks, like, hot chicks. And I'm, like, and I have my fucking head, like, I just, like, sneaked my way up there, like on the little, like, catwalk thing. Like, I was, like I had my T-shirt tied around my head like a fucking turban.
I remember that, dude. That was so tight. You had your T-shirt off.
No, it wasn't. I never took my T-shirt completely off in a rave.
So.
No. Hell no. I always,
you were giving out.
Dude, because I always used to wear 2 T-shirts all the time.
Yeah. 2 T-shirts or like a button-up shirt with those T-shirts?
No, 2 T-shirts.
Yeah. You?
Yeah, you.
Not me.
Me.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
You were fucking waving it around all high.
No, I wasn't waving it around. It was on my head. And I was just fucking doing some kind of crazy fucking dancing.
Hey, but you felt bomb as fuck.
Yeah,
right?
I did.
Well, did you feel free, like, for one of the first times you really felt like you're just fucking...
Well, yeah, dude. I was 17. The first time I ever been to L.A., like, took my mom's car.
Hey, you were with me too, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Fucking, and our homeboy Benji, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man.
Fucking, I remember driving, like, getting out of there, and I was so fucked up full, and I, like, got on the freeway. And I went to start driving, and I couldn't tell, like, which direction was the right direction. And so I got off and started turning, like, down L.A. streets. I was totally lost.
Fuck
like,
yeah,
I'm like,
badass.
wait, the sun's coming up behind. I don't know. Like, couldn't tell direction. I was like, that's no good. But you're, like, alert, but you're, like, overly alert, you know?
Oh, dude. Do you remember just being, like, living, like, where... I thought, like, one of my first times going to a rave was prior to that. I was probably, I don't know. Well, I don't even want to say my fucking age. I hope my kids aren't doing the same shit when they're, taking ecstasy and shit.
Yeah.
But anyways, I remember my first time, I thought I was going to die, dude. And I fucking remember rushing to the bathroom and tripping the fuck out, looking at my face in the mirror. And I just remember splashing like water on my face for like 5 minutes and literally telling myself, get your fucking shit together and have a good time with your fucking friends. And I
Yeah.
remember I literally, dude, had to talk myself into
See,
fucking having a good time. And
yeah.
I went out there, bro, and lost my mind and fucking loved it. And I'm still going to those type of parties till this day. I love it. I try to go like a couple times a year, not excessive, just a few times. I think I deserve to indulge in some shit like that, you know. When I go to these type of parties and clubs where they play like house music and shit, I feel free. You know what I mean? Like I feel like all this weight is just melted off me, and I feel like I'm in a really good, kind of like I feel like I'm at home. You know, like a really good place.
Like, you're happy for that
Happy.
3-4 hours.
Nothing can ruin it. You know what I mean?
Super happy, overly happy.
The people that I go with too is like, you know, I'm really close to, and I fucking just feel good. You know, like everything's gonna be good, and we party our fucking asses off, and dude, they're dope. Most people have never even been to a fucking party like that, but it's super mainstream now. Back then, it was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was
a little.
I
It was kind of an odd thing to be doing. And at 17, we were like a very small percentage of fucking people doing that shit.
When I started, I kind of like, you could say that I got banned into that type of shit. Because before, when I met him, he was like, he didn't even like that type of music. He was clowning me. Actually.
Yeah, we used to listen to rap. I probably clowned that shit.
You probably clowned the shit.
Dude, I've clowned the whole raver topic
Bro,
since I was a little kid.
one of the first like raver type friends out of like my friends. And going in my high school, you know what I mean? Like
that's true. I remember that because you had a fucking like DJ. You had the turntables, and that was pretty cool for us. That kind of made it real.
People just were scared. They didn't know what it was. You know, like house music, trance music, all that type of EDM shit. They were just like. But you know what? They never really said it to my face because I'm not a bitch. Because like most ravers and shit, like yeah, they get made fun of. They wear beads and all this weird shit, and they're all like sucking on pacifiers, and I'm just some fucking thug-looking motherfucker that likes raves. You know what I mean? So I'm not like your average like raver. I would make fun of those kids. You know what I mean? They wear like fucking their whole arm full of beads and shit, and they're just super weird. I was in the same scene that they were in, but I just wasn't weird like that.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
remember I brought that shit around, and people were probably talking shit, making fun of me.
Probably.
Until they tried it for themselves, though, bro. I remember the first time I took Ben to a party like that. He fucking lost his fucking marbles and went nuts. And he came back home to Victorville with this new fucking style of music that he liked. Because he was just like strictly hip-hop, wasn't he? Like super hip-hop.
That's all we listened to back
too,
then.
Right?
It was like straight rap, hip-hop. And then maybe...
Did you see it in him when that changed, when he started liking other shit?
Actually. Huh?
Did you notice it in him when he kind of like started liking...
Yeah, well, you weren't the only person that we knew that started getting into that.
But...
my other homie at the time, Chavez,
yeah, right,
was into that shit, and so I fucking kind of got it from him. And then meeting you at the same time, I remember that. And then we learned, I think, more of the music aspect. Like where I actually now I can appreciate it because if you have experience with it, then you kind of like. I mean, I have the most minimal experience with that, but I've watched people DJ and seen how it works. That's fine. It still records well, it's like that. And seen how it works, and it makes me appreciate the music a little bit more. I don't know, but at the end of the day, it's not my number one go-to music.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's different. Yeah, I fucking remember when Ben first came over, I fucking just was DJing. This fool was just looking at the shit like he didn't know what the fuck was going on, and I'm dropping like classic jams, house jams, and fucking this fool's like, damn, this is fucking tight. And, like, it took me years to buy turntables and shit. And this fool fucking the next day, probably, his mom and dad bought him.
He worked for it, dude.
But he paid them back, though. But
he saved up for it, though. He planned for a long amount of time to get those headphones.
He bought some dope shit, bro.
And he had to do a bunch of shit.
He bought some dope-ass equipment, bro. And I fucking had this, like, shitty setup. You know, it took me years to build, like, one turntable here I'd buy. Fucking months later, I'd buy the other one. And, like, I pieced it together, you know, but then me and this fool start kicking it super hard, and then he just has all this sick-ass equipment now, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm going to teach this motherfucker how to DJ. Sick with it. And he probably would be super dope today if he was still alive, bro. He would be ill with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I bet he would.
It's crazy. When I go out
He
to
would
parties,
be good. I bet he'd still be into it. Yeah.
fuck yeah, absolutely. And when I go to parties and shit, like when I go into Hollywood with my girlfriend or my friends, like part of me, like when I'm partying and I'm fucked up and I'm high and I'm just in the moment, like I sit back and I look at who I'm with and I'm always like see like just imagine he'd be there with me, you know, like partying and shit with me. It's weird. Every party, like I always take like a moment to myself, dude. And like I get away from who I'm with, like my friends and my girl and shit, and I just take a moment and I go off into the dance floor by myself. Well, the shit is like, you know what I mean? And I sit there for a minute and I'm just like, think of my friend, and that's every time I go to a party like that. But life goes on, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hear that, man? Miss that guy. He was pretty dope, dude. Pretty dope.
Pretty sick.
He's one of my best friends. So we miss him. So I still always think of shit that like I see, especially things that are funny that I wish I could hit him up and tell him, because I know he's one of those dudes you could always like hit up, and he loves to hear like fucked up shit. Like not like,
he'd be like, fucking asshole.
Fucking. From the moment I like met him at school, like I remember it's funny, dude, because I knew him from school, and you know how everybody's kind of different at school. And when he came over, he was like, the first time he kicked it, we went to the Dragon Festival, and he spent the night at my house the night before. So me, Reese Wiskovich, and Mikey, we're all gonna go to the concert the next day, and so I got Ben a ticket. And he came and stayed at my house the night before, and he was like, I could tell this was like super high strung when I first met him. I'm like, you need to chill, bro. Like, he was always like, kind
of like Bubba or what?
No, not like Bubba. Kind of maybe a little bit like if he was drunk asshole.
Yeah.
But I was like, whoa, chill out, bro. Like, he was one of those, like, we would always say, oh, for reals? Like that? Like, no, for fakes. No, for fakes, you fucking idiot. What do you think? I think that's why he loved Family Guy so much, because there was always somebody getting pissed on that shit.
I remember he'd always shit on me, too, about stuff like that, you know what I mean? I think that's why I'm such an asshole, bro, because of him.
He would always bring up, he would laugh at, like, he's the type of dude you don't want to fall down in front of or something.
Yeah, because we'll get high and he'll just talk about it. Like, hey, remember the time you fucking fell and you smashed your face? You fucking idiot. You smashed your face with dog shit? And you'd be like,
remember that shit? He wouldn't, like, bring it on you like that, but, like, when it fucking...
When he gets high, he would.
Yeah.
Would smoke fucking blunts. I remember going over there, dude, walking over there, riding bikes. He didn't live too far from me. And we would fucking smoke early in the morning, dude. Super early, and just be stoned. And Rose would come in and be like, hey, boys, can I get you something to drink? You know, it's tight up.
Yeah.
I remember we went to that fool's house, like, fuck. This was probably like, a couple of years after he passed away. I remember we were drunk one night at a house party. A bunch of us that knew him. We were down the street from his house, over there off of whatever street that was, off Jade or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
We actually were so drunk walking back home to my house that we jumped that. We don't know who they had cars in the front. We jumped their fucking fence, dude. Drunk as fuck. And just walked back there. And it was all shitty. They didn't take care of the yard, the pool, you know what I mean? And we were just drunk as fuck, and then we fucking jumped back over, and we're like, oh, fuck. We just
went through someone's yard, cut through?
Yeah. Crazy, huh?
Yeah, that is crazy. I think that's what's crazy is you think about doing that shit. I remember we used to do that as little kids. Like, thought there was no borders. There's a lot less houses up here, though, back then, dude.
For sure.
There was a lot more room to sprawl out and go. I remember it would always be a mission, like, when we were little kids, like, exploring abandoned houses, knowing nobody was there, like, we used to do that all the time. Fucking go through houses over, like, by where my homie lives over there off Topaz. Like, going through abandoned houses and seeing how fucked up they were and, like, people graffitiing on the inside and shit.
I used to do stupid bad shit like that, too. Like, driving to people's garages and shit.
You did do that. I think the legal precedent is off the down. We can't...
This happened more than 15 years ago, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, what is that called? The
statute of limitations? Yeah.
Yeah, that's done with. I'm not going to talk about... Look, I'll tell you a little story, but I'm not saying any names, and I'm not saying any cities or anything. I'm just going to talk about a story once upon a time. One time we were with a friend of mine who was an extremely asshole, psychotic, Serbian, like Russian type dude. And it was, we could say Ben because fucking, he's not around no more. Myself and I think another friend. Maybe.
I wasn't there.
No,
I heard the story a million times, but yeah, I want to hear it.
Well, we knew this dude, and this is the first time I'm going to talk about it like this type. But we were drunk, and we were ragging on this dude that we usually picked on, and we just fucking hated him. I threw the idea out there, not thinking this fool was serious. Like, I was just like, just stupid shit, when you're drunk and high.
Mm-hmm. I
was like, hey, let's fucking drive through this fool's garage. Like, back up into it and just bump it, you know what I mean? Scare the shit out of him. So the driver of the car, who's a nut job, hit the car in reverse, and we fucking ended up driving right through it, smashing the garage door open. And I think we ran over the dude's dog in the garage, and we fucking
that is fucking so fucked up.
But it wasn't my fault. It was my idea, but it was not my actions.
Wow, that's fucking... Yeah. That guy's a psychotic.
And we were fucking just laughing our asses off for fucking years. And we would brag about it to our friends that we would know about it, right? You knew about it, right?
I didn't know about that. I know that you guys went and did more than one house and got somebody else that
we can't mention.
That we can't mention, but
oh man, dude, I remember one time we were fucking driving, fucking stoned, and there was a fucking a softball game going on at Liberty Park, and we drove up onto the grass and into the outfield and did a donut, ripping up the grass during the game.
During the fucking Little League game. Like, think about that. How fucking retarded, angry, that crazy you have to be to pull some shit like that.
I can't mention the name, but it was a dude that had a brother, an older brother that we hated, and they were like mostly Dennis's friends. But they're kind of wealthy. You know what I mean? It was that buddy, and it was fucking awesome. I always remember that dude. That shit was crazy and funny. You know what I mean, right?
Hell yeah, as a teenage kid, I would think, if I was there, I would think that would be kind of funny, as long as he wasn't around the kids.
Yeah, nobody got hurt, and we fucking, it was like the 7th inning, I'm going to say. They're playing ball, and we just hop up in the outfield and fucking burn out donut. Ripping them in the Denali, a white Denali. Wow. Fucking amazing. You got any stories, man, like that?
I don't know. I'm trying to just think on the spot. Like, what did we fucking do? Nothing crazy. I never did shit like that. Like,
I feel like a piece of shit now.
I never did anything like that. I've done a lot of shit. Like, what did we used to do when Mikey first, or when my friend backed that ass up? When my friend first, damn it,
You're gonna burn him? Don't say it if you're gonna burn him.
No, I'm not gonna burn him. I'll say put it on myself. He forgot his first car. We thought it was hilarious to drive by and yell at people. Like, hey, fucker!
Awesome.
Hey, you motherfucker!
Awesome.
Fuck you!
I've done that.
I remember like, hey, what's up, babe? Like, just like total...
Bro, I still do that to this day.
Catcalling, yelling at people, like, on the street. Like, we would fucking ditch school just to go do that. Like, it was like a thing to do for an hour. We driving all around Victorville, fucking ditching school and just yelling out shit. Like, that's what's like fucking... I look back at that, I was like, how fucking angry were we? We were like, hey, motherfucker! Or get them twice. Like, get them once, and then double back up, and get them again on the way back.
Hey, would you ever roll up to somebody and just be like, hey, fuck you! Just drive off?
I'm pretty sure we did. There's a lot of times we were close. Dude, one time this guy I knew, it wasn't me or really one of my close friends. I was in a car with him, and he did it, though. He got into an argument with a guy at Toys R Us, and he had like one of those... yogurt parfaits from fucking McDonald's, and he's just like, fuck you to the guy, and he threw the yogurt parfait with the top open at the guy, and I seen fucking the shit just fucking like hit his chest, and it like splashed perfectly on his fucking neck and face. Like it was like all like it had been mixed and melted. Like, yeah, he had yogurt, fucking walnut, strawberry shit. I remember seeing a strawberry hit him in the face too, like
in
little McDonald's frozen strawberries, like I was like not ready, and he drove off.
Wow.
I'm trying to remember
Were you
who
guys
did that.
dying? Like,
I could not that I get the name, but I'm trying to remember who.
Were you guys killing like?
Hell yeah, we were, dude. Fucking, we were fucking driving off like like it was the funniest thing. I haven't laughed like that probably. I thought it was kind of like messed up because he started the argument. He initiated the argument with the guy, and then like I was kind of like we're usually more of a takeoff type of operation around here. We say it and then we roll out. That's what we do. We don't have arguments and then throw shit on them.
Dude, doing jerky shit like that when you're a teenager was the best, dude. I still, to this day, sometimes get an urge. And sometimes I yell at people when I'm on the road.
Yeah, I will only do that if they do something fucking ridiculously stupid.
The last time I did that was leaving the mall. And you stop right there and there's Best Buy and all that shit. And there's like a lot of people in the day walking. I remember I had the window down and I sneezed. And these like 3 chicks turned around. And I sneezed again. I was like, oh, fuck you. And I just drove off. This was like a couple weeks ago.
That of the yelling at people?
Yeah, I still do that shit sometimes.
I've seen like there'll be somebody I know. Like if I know the person, I'll yell at them.
I'll yell at anybody.
It's not so random these days, or for excitement or joy. I kind of got that out of me, but
definitely.
You know what? That's not true. I've probably been drunk and done it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not trying to remember it, but like
Remember
not like
you were
on
drunk at my house like a month or 2 ago.
Yeah,
super drunk,
super wasted.
Super drunk.
It was a Sunday, and it was like 6,
Our
7
boy
o'clock at night.
Debo was over on his motorcycle. Another friend was over, and we were just fucking drinking. Remember, you were drinking fucking vodka like a madman that day, and I had Kettle One. Remember?
No, you had a
or Ciroc.
You had a 1800.
1800 tequila. Fuck, and you were killing it.
Yeah, it was like smoking. Shot. And then I started drinking the 99 bananas.
Like, hey, Vito, take a shot with me, man. And I'm like, all right. I remember I pretended to take a shot one of the times. Hey, you got fucked.
I know, I was
That was awesome, though.
Yeah.
Remember? This was before we decided to actually do a podcast. We actually talked about it that night before you got drunk, though, remember?
Yeah.
We sat down on the couch and talked for like 2 hours. And then we were like, fuck, let's make a fucking podcast.
It came up.
This shit we need to be recorded. You know what I mean?
We need to record these pearls of fucking knowledge.
These gems.
You probably won't live to be long if you don't listen to our show. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta listen to our show. If you don't listen to our show, you're just a fuck off.
Go subscribe right now. You know, you don't have nothing better to do. If you don't have anything...
Where can they find us on YouTube?
Just
GoonCastSquad.
Search Goon.
All one word. GoonCastSquad.
GoonCastSquad. No, not all one word. Separate words.
Really? I do it one word.
Well, I switched it so that it could be both now. But it's better to remember. Just GoonCastSquad. Follow us on Twitter at GoonCastSquad. At Instagram at GoonCastSquad. We don't have a Facebook. I don't feel like doing it on Facebook.
Yeah, and don't hit me up personally on Facebook if I don't know you. I don't want to talk to you. I'll just play.
That's why I don't want to fucking do that shit. It's pointless. We could fucking do it.
But keep the fucking emails coming in. We want to hear what you got to say, what you want to talk about. You want to tell me to go fuck myself. I welcome you with open arms. You know?
Yeah.
So what's up, my boy? You tired or what? You ready for bed?
No, not yet.
You look tired.
I feel good.
Yeah? Feeling good? What's up with this weekend, man? Come by. Have some beer.
This is our first completely sober fucking podcast too.
Well, we're high.
But
for some reason I'm not like high as I should be. I think it's the pipe.
Yeah.
I don't like that pipe. I'm gonna bring over the water bong, the little baby bong I have.
Mini crack pipe. Yeah, I love a good pipe. This pipe does suck, and have been smoking on it for like almost 2 years. I've had it for a while, but it's like,
man, dude, you
it's because it's so small.
Resin built up in there. Take a resin hit. Blow that out. Take a resin hit. Let me see. He just took a resin hit. It's fucking blowing clouds out. Remember not having weed when you were young and scraping your pipe? You ever been that low?
Yeah, I do it sometimes just for the fun. I like to do it.
Fuck them resin hits.
If I don't have any weed, I'll fucking do it, dude. It's like it's something to do, and
them resin hits though get you high as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they get you high for a minute, and then
they get me high as shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, who's that fucking interrupter, bro?
That's my phone. My bad.
Hey,
So,
so what's up with DMT? Would you ever take that?
DMT, I would probably do it. We'll talk about that after we take this break.
You need a break?
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back. Well, we'll be back in a little bit.
What was
What's
the
up,
last
bro?
thing? Well, we're back on. What was the last thing you said?
Well, we were on our break. Me and my buddy were talking, and I asked him like, "Yo, like, let's say we were talking about like how many." We're not gonna give out any numbers about us personally. We're just gonna say hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
We were talking, and you told me how many girls you fucked, right?
Yeah.
And I told you, in return, I gave you some information, right?
Yeah.
And I said, okay, well, do you judge people like you fucked a certain amount of girls and I fucked a certain amount of girls, and would you say like if I had or you had fucked a lot of girls or your boy fucked like a ton of chicks, would you be like, oh, you're a fucking scumbag, man? But I was like, no, you think that's fucking awesome, right?
Yeah, well, I think depending on the number, I mean, I think it's awesome either way.
Like
but
40.
It's hard because
max.
I'm thinking what we're following this up to.
Yeah, but what I was
like,
saying was like basically like, okay, you think that's fucking awesome.
Say
like,
somebody
yeah,
threw out like 80, 70, like 70. 70, if a guy said he banged 70 chicks.
Yeah.
As a guy, I'm going to be like, awesome.
Fuck
like,
yeah, bro.
as
Give
a
me
guy.
that fist pump, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
But
if my girlfriend told me she slept with the same amount of girls
70, like,
or guys that I've
what if it was
slept
your
with
girlfriend? What if it was not your? Say, we'll get back to it was your girlfriend.
Yeah.
What if it's just a chick? What would you think about her?
I think
Just
she's
someone you knew.
She's a hooer, a streetwalker. You know what I mean? An alley cat.
What do you think it is that makes it that way?
I don't know. Definitely there's something because like my boy, you told me you fucked 50 girls. I'm like, hell yeah, bro.
I didn't say that.
Not that he said that, but if you had told me like, yo, I fucked 50 chicks, I'd be like, fuck yeah, bro. But if my homegirl told me she fucked 50 guys, I'd be like, on the low, I'd be like,
yeah.
I can't give her a high five. I'd be like, whoa, you're a fucking whore. Especially like if my girlfriend had said
like unconscious
I,
discrimination and
bro, if my girlfriend came in the door and I asked her, how many guys have you fucked, babe? And she was like, oh, like 40. And I'd be like, well, this fucking relationship's over.
40? Like, 36?
40? Are you out of your goddamn mind? Yeah, there's definitely like some big differences right there.
Yeah, it's between men and women. I think because society looks at women like they're supposed to be clean, nurturing beings, and I think a lot of women do feel like that themselves, and I think there's a lot that don't. So I don't really know.
Girls that can say like
maybe it's because they have to take the baby. The consequences, like maybe people like ultimately look at it because they have. If the man can bounce and nothing happens to him, well, except for legal shit, but his body, he doesn't grow a being on his body,
Exactly,
So
yeah.
I think that's where society just kind of puts the fucking chicks under the microscope and looks at them like that, But just, I mean, I can't really see it turning any other way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, men just think that way, dude. I don't know.
And we're never gonna change. I've never met a dude that's like, hey, Vito.
I would rather not know that about that. Like,
hey,
I don't even want to know how many chicks.
I've never met a dude that's like, hey, Vito, my girl fucked 100 guys. Bring it in. Never in my life. I'd be like, whoa, bro. Like, your girl's a whore, bro.
The fuck you say?
But that's life. That's just how shit goes, you know what I mean?
Dude, she's fucked so many guys. Can you believe that? She's bomb. She's got mad experience.
At fucking, bro. She's bomb.
Bomb.
I'd be like, whoa, that's some shit you want to keep to yourself,
Yeah, throwing out numbers and
like,
shit.
bro,
That's your own business. That's why I would rather not really want to know anyone's. But we were just talking as like
we're just
posing the question hypothetically so that we would have something to speak on. But yeah, I agree with you. That's like something I could lie up and down and say like, oh, I wouldn't let it get to me, or I'd be the bigger man. And I think that ultimately I would be lying because I would be in my once something gets in your head and it gets stuck in there, then it's in there and it takes a while for you to fucking get it out.
It would definitely get to me.
It's not even because it's like humor. Humor is an impulse, so it's unconscious. When it happens, if something happens, you laugh. Like anger or weirdness or creepiness, it happens to you. There's no like. I can't just think my way out of it. I'm like, oh, I'm getting creeped out now. This is not for me. I don't need to be like. It just happens. But What do you think about that shit?
I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
I know, I got lost.
I don't know. You took me down the side road. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to call Uber. Get out of here. I don't know what you're talking about. I've got no fucking
Dude, I forgot what I was talking about.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, what are we talking? I was just looking at the ground like, am I here right now?
What was
Am
it?
I still here right now? Oh, man, I think I'm getting high now.
Yeah, I think I don't know.
How many bowls have we smoked? Like 5?
Yeah, so 5.
I think it's catching
She's
up.
like, so what do you think would be the ideal answer for a chick to tell you because I never been the one to ask.
I want my
They
girl-
always want to know. The chicks always want to know,
Here,
kind of, or like.
let's say this is
Not always, but like that's something if you get into a relationship, it can tend to come
I want
up.
my perfect girl to be around 5.
Would you rather that they lied to you and told you 5 when it was really 40?
No.
Would
I
you
want
prefer
her to tell
not
me
know?
the truth.
So,
Definitely. But I heard, like, I don't know, I've heard, like, a bunch of shit. Like, when a girl tells you how many guys she's fucked, you double it. And then there you go. So if your girl tells you she's fucked only 12 guys, she's really fucked 24.
well, what do you think? Do you think men double it too?
Fuck,
I don't know if they have reason to.
Why not?
What's it, 627?
Nah.
Imagine if you had a list.
How many? Well, Charlie Sheen can
I'd
say.
be fucked up.
How many fucking chicks has Charlie Sheen fucked?
Only Charlie Sheen and God knows that, my friend.
Let's see if Siri knows. Siri, how many girls has Charlie Sheen fucked?
Siri?
Let me have a look. I didn't find anything for if Siri knows. Siri, how many girls has Charlie Sheen fucked?
Oh, what good are you to me, you dumb bitch? And that's I'm talking to a phone, by the way.
Siri?
So.
I love how they programmed Siri to say fucked right. Like, they didn't bleep it out or...
She says fucko.
Fucko?
Fucko.
When you say
You
something...
could change her voice,
Does
too.
she start getting agitated when you keep saying fuck?
Sometimes I tell her, hey, bitch, listen here. I'm not wrong, you're wrong.
Your phone?
Go fuck yourself.
You tough talk Siri? You abuse Siri.
I remember when I bought my first cell phone that had the Siri shit on it, I spent like an hour talking to it. Yeah.
You got lost in it.
Yeah, and there's certain things you can
Well,
ask.
when you get your phone, you're like hooked on that shit all the time.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You know?
I've lost that sensation now. But, I got a dope phone.
To getting a new phone? Yeah, because you got it happen so many times that you're like, whatever. I know what you mean. It's still cool, though. Like, if you don't have a good one and you have a shitty one. Like, I remember I had mine with a cracked screen, and it was cracked for, like, a year and a half. No, it was a Motorola. It was tight, though.
Have you ever been about the iPhone shit?
I never have.
Never?
Never. Like, I've never got it. I've had the opportunity to get it and passed on getting it because this one had a bigger screen at the time. So I didn't want to I'd rather sacrifice and have the bigger screen than have the whatever.
Well, now the iPhone has a huge screen.
Yeah, in my opinion, dude, I think you can
bro.
switch from whatever to whatever.
It's so easy with podcasting. You find all your favorite podcasts. You don't have to go search for them and pain in the ass. I don't know. I like the iPhone way better, but that's just me. Nobody gives a fuck what I like. It's like I don't give a fuck what you like. Let's just be honest. Right?
Yeah.
So what's going on, man?
Just fucking chilling.
Are we done with this podcast? You said we're pretty good?
You think so at this point?
Because what is this, Thursday, right?
Yeah.
So we're recording a podcast on Thursday, and are we doing another one Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon? Before the fight, or what? What do you think?
Yeah, I can.
Are we having a guest on, or no?
Well, we might.
Who's the guest?
Becca. Oh, fuck. Not supposed to say her name.
Oh, you mean B?
B?
B? Queen B, or just B?
Just B.
B.
You don't be meeting somebody new and bringing them into the circle.
Name that
calling them
said?
Queen.
Forget about that name, Becca. He didn't mean to say that.
She ain't gonna do it now.
Our bad. Really, you're bad. But cat's out the bag. So maybe, who knows? Who gives a shit? It's gonna be good. It'll be weird having a guest,
Yeah, it'll be different. We got
You think it'll be cool though, or what?
I think it'll be cool. I think she's funny. She's hilarious.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You told me. That's cool, man. I can't wait. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be kind of shy. I'm like a kind of shy.
You know we're recording right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're recording. I know. I know.
In front of people?
Yeah.
You meet when you first meet them?
Yeah, when I first meet new people, it's like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know whether to be myself or to be the toned down Vito. Because there's like 3 different Vitos you can get, you know? There's the I don't know you, we work together Vito. Then there's the this is the second week we've worked together Vito, and I'm calling you an asshole and a cocksucker. Then there's the Vito that has to be in front of the Christians and have to be strictly like
Baby kissing and shit?
I can't say cunt. I can still say fuck and shit, but just I gotta, really keep a lock on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't just
I got a lot of religious family too.
You can't flare out and go off on a
I
huge
still
rant.
reserve the word fuck. I'll say fuck in front of anybody. Because fuck is the new, like, shit. You know what I mean? Fuck ain't really, like, that bad anymore. There's far worse things you could say in this politically correct world, don't you think?
Yeah, there's a lot. They're always coming up with something new you can't say, man.
You can't say transsexual. You can't say faggot. You can't say queer.
Well, we always have the fucking ability to say something, but it's like with people looking at you funny, they would never would have looked at you funny. I was thinking about like how in the '90s, like how everybody used. We've grown up in like this is the politically correct era, and during the like '80s and '90s, there didn't seem like there was the even term politically correct.
Fuck no.
Like fucking.
I was out there saying the same amount of shit that I'm saying now.
Yeah, they had less. What's crazy is they had less explicit content on the TV and shit, but just made people more. I think
now cartoons like Family Guy are saying "bitch," you know.
Yeah, they
haven't crossed over into saying "fuck" yet.
They do, but they bleep it out. But if you watch Comedy Central after 10, they have where they say fucking shit on cable.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
HBO though.
Comedy Central, dude. I've seen it
Comedy
on TV.
Central said that.
I've seen it on TV saying fuck before. Like if you the late night shit, they'll put the unedited versions on.
Really? Like late at night, like 1 in the morning, or
like
what?
10, I think it's like after like 11 or something.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen it before, like comedy shows and shit.
Do you watch TV now, or what do you do? What do you usually do?
I watch about 3 shows. I'm usually kind of like picking out a show and then just watching it.
Name your top 3 shows right now.
Off the top. The Wire, Wonder Years, and The Simpsons.
Mine are. I like the show called Vikings. You ever heard it? Heard about it?
Yeah, it's new.
It's on the
of all time.
There's like 3 seasons.
Or just going right now.
Just right now at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, then let me backtrack. Let me going right now. South Park, Family Guy, and Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers is tight. I like that show. Fuck yeah. I like The Walking Dead, Vikings, and The Bastard Executioner. You ever
I haven't
seen that
that.
show?
Is it good?
Fuck, it's crazy. Gory. It's crazy as fuck, man. You gotta check it out, dude.
Yeah. I watched that Narcos. Did you watch that?
Oh, yeah, dude. I can't wait for the season 2.
Yeah. What did you think about it?
I thought it was crazy, dude. I thought it was, like, super realistic looking, like... And the whole show is done in Spanish, except for the white people in the show. They talk English, but you're doing a lot of reading during the show because it's all Spanish.
Yeah, you gotta be staring at the TV.
Dude, but it feels natural. I don't know. Like, when I'm reading it and shit, it doesn't bother me at all. People just gotta stop being lazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Read the goddamn words. Or go fuck yourself. Jeez. God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's an awesome show, man. Definitely. The dude looks just like Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, he does look like... I love it how... my favorite scenes are like the crazy, intense, awkward ones where he's like... And he starts to get like that. The only thing I could say bad about that show is that it was like half documentary, half show. You know, a lot of times they were jumping years and years. Yeah, it would have been better to me if they had more focused on more of like him as a person instead of like the whole
political shit.
Yeah, Colombia and all that shit. Because it seemed like this first season was like 10 years, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It progressed fast.
They just jump around.
It was cool.
They jump around, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that shit. You know, I don't got no problem with it. It's a good show.
Yeah, I watched it all, so I could say I liked it. You know, if I didn't like it,
I binge watched it. When I watched the first episode, it was like on a Monday, and then me and my girl were like, "Hey, this show's fucking sick," and we watched the whole shit like because we have Netflix, so it's like all there for you to watch. You can binge watch it. That's the great thing about Netflix is, you know what I mean. When you want to watch a show, it's all fucking there.
Do you have a show that like would be like a guilty pleasure show?
Yeah, this show called Empire. I feel gay.
No,
as fuck
I mean
for
like a
watching
guilty. What I mean is like by one where somebody wouldn't think you would watch it, but you like watch it.
that. Yeah.
Like if I was like, oh,
This
you watch that
this
show?
show on Spike called Lip Sync Challenge or some shit. My girlfriend got me into it, dude. And fucking the Mike Tyson episode one was classic.
Yeah.
It was Mike Tyson versus Terry Crews, or that black dude in the movie. Remember the White Chicks movie where he took the ecstasy and he's dancing on the floor? That buff ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's an animal. Yeah, that guy. Terry something. Terry Crews, I think. Yeah, that shit was funny.
I've seen bits of it. I haven't seen the whole show all the way through.
Definitely funny.
Mine would probably have to be, dude, like maybe like 30 Rock. I watched that a little bit.
What is that? I've heard about that
It's
show.
like a show with about this girl and what's her fucking name? Lisa Lemon or Linda? I fucking forget it. I haven't watched it in like a month now. But Liz Lemon, and she's like the director of a show, and then there's all these different people. It's funny because of the other people that are on it, like Tracy Morgan and fucking
really?
Judah Friedlander.
Hey,
It's like they're all like writers of this small show, which is like a very bootlegged Saturday Night Live kind of deal. It's called The Girl Show with Tracy Morgan, and fucking, it's like just what would go on in their lives ridiculously. And Alec Baldwin's pretty tight in that shit too. He's the boss. He's
30 Rock.
Yeah, it's not great. It's kind of a chick show in a way.
Today,
but I watched it.
Today on the Joe Rogan podcast, that dude, Judah
Friedlander.
he was on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool podcast.
He plays like he's like, I remember this one episode. He describes himself as a fat weird pervert or something like creepy fat pervert or something like that.
He does look.
He like tried to tell the other guy like, dude, we're the only two guys in the office like this. We're the only two creepy fat best.
That's pretty cool. Well, that seems like a funny show.
Yeah, it has its moments.
So
and
why
like
would,
any
why
show,
would that be your guilty pleasure? That's just your guilty pleasure.
because I
Sure,
don't think
it's
people
not
would.
like fucking some shit like like a girl show.
Nah, man, I really don't watch
Sex
that much
in the
TV.
City, bro.
No, I can never watch. I remember when I was a little kid, I used to watch that shit because it'd be like there would be like women, and it
I
was.
can't stand.
I guess that would be a guilty pleasure when I was like 10.
I
but-
can't stand that show, bro.
I don't know.
You watch
I
the
don't watch
Kardashians,
it.
bro?
Not at all. I've never
I
seen
hope
not
not.
one single episode of that shit.
I hope not. My brother is the #1 fan.
No.
My brother RP. When I come home and I see him watching that shit, my dick retracts and goes into me, my belly. that's
the grossest fucking image of fucking.
What does that say about me seeing him watching this show?
It says about.
He fucking knows the whole storyline too. It's like, oh fuck, are you serious?
Your brother, Art?
RP loves watching.
This is the type of guy you would not fucking
IMK.
imagine.
He likes that show.
Oh,
I'm always
you're
talking
fucking
shit.
lying.
No, I swear to God.
You're lying. He
Put
does
that
not
on
watch-
everything.
He watches IMK?
He has.
Let's call him right now.
Yeah. You want to call him?
Let's call his ass. He's working down the hill, supposedly.
He's up here today. Let's put him on speakerphone and be like, yo, hey, when does the news... Act like you're being serious, though. And just be like you want some information from him. Like, hey, dude, when does the new season of the Kardashians come on? You ask him. I'm not here. Just hit him up.
What's up, G?
What's up?
What are you doing?
Scratching a lottery ticket.
Oh, shit. Did you win?
No, just when we started.
I was talking to Vito the other day, and he said you probably would know. Hey, when does the next Keeping Up with the Kardashians episode start?
Fuck, is it Sunday, no?
Huh?
That'll be a Sunday.
A Sunday? And how long?
On the E-channel. Why, what's up?
I was just well. He said you would know. I googled it. I couldn't find that shit, and he said that you would probably know. He said you watch that shit all the time.
No, I don't know. But I don't know, I can't really hear you because you're echoing.
All right, bro. I'll call you back.
Yeah, Sunday.
He was like, no, man, I don't watch that shit. He's like, am I on the podcast? Oh, fuck. He fucking knew. He said that's going to be on a Sunday. December 13th. He's like, nah, man.
He tried to act like you don't know what it was.
Nah, man. Fucking RP, you don't got a lie to kick it, bro.
That is so weird, though.
He's still
But
my brother.
I called him up and asked him something like that. He was like, "What?"
He realized, like, am I on the podcast? Nah, man.
I tried to set him up real quick talk him.
Oh,
Give him the
shit.
fucking
That's fucking
the
cool.
once over. Like, yeah, hey, where you at? What are you doing? Okay, and then she jump right into it.
That's classic right there. Classic shit. What other podcast is revolutionizing comedy and doing some real life funny shit like this? If you ain't laughing right now, go jump off a
Does
cliff.
he really watch the show?
Yes.
And he's lying like a
He
motherfucker.
fucking loves that
He
show.
just lied his ass off.
He told you Sunday night, bro. What does that mean? He was serious at first, right? He was like, hey, that should be on a Sunday night.
Do you know if it's playing right now?
Nah. I got no clue. I hate those bitches. I can't stand the Kardashians. God. But it's cool, man. Everybody has their guilty pleasures, bro. And we should name this episode Guilty Pleasures. Episode 4.5.
Yeah.
GoonCastSquad. I think we should wrap this bitch up. I'm getting kind of tired.
Alright, we do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Alright, be on the lookout. Remember, subscribe. Fucking look us up on YouTube at GoonCastSquad. And then
hit us up, questions.
hit us up with questions.
We'll be coming at
Follow
you
our
with
Instagram.
New episode 5 coming up Saturday. If not, fuck it, oh well. It'll be soon after that. But,
Alright. Remember, look us up on Twitter. If you use Twitter, I don't even never use Twitter for myself. You ever use Twitter?
I do, but I don't know. It's not my thing.
Yeah, it's kind of different.
Yeah. Plus, I only have like 70 fucking followers, and I'm like, I'm nobody.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, thanks for listening.
We love you all. Thanks for listening.
Suck it easy, fuckos. You're gonna snip that, right?
Nope.